Good morning, everyone. Lovely of you to join me again. And this week we're talking about preparing our skin for the summer. We've been very, very lucky and we've had some beautiful weather so far, maybe some cool winds, but I'm sure you've all been out and about, at least revealing a little bit of skin, even if it's just your arms and not your legs. So what do we do to get ourselves ready for this wonderful weather that we hope is going to come in the summer? The first one is to really up your cleansing routine. For the best results, cleanse both day and night. Make sure that you actually use a toner afterwards. If you use a toner, it does actually help the pH level of your skin and it makes your skin then more able to absorb any moisturizer that you might use. Certainly in the summer, we might need to look at a lighter moisturizer. Some of us use very, very heavy creams perhaps at night or whatever, but certainly during the day, try thinking of a lighter moisturizer and going for that instead. Exfoliation. Certainly the skin, as it replaces itself, we're left with a lot of dead skin on the surface. If you want to reveal that lovely, younger looking, more glowing skin, then you need to exfoliate and get rid of all the dead stuff. You can do it by various means. There are lots of scrubs and things, even things like polishing cloths, that sort of thing. And that's all over the body, including the face. Exfoliate well, and you will then find again that your skin is much more open to absorption of the lovely moisturizers you're going to use, and it will look far, far better. Hair removal. A big one, in that there are so many ways to do it. It could be that you like to shave. It could be you like to use depilatory creams, things like that. You could even use an epilator. I use that one, which is actually very, very good. The thing to remember, whichever method you go for, is that your skin will be quite sensitive to the sun thereafter. Even up to 48 hours, I would say allow at least 24, but if possible 48 hours before sun exposure. Otherwise, you could find that you end up with a few problems. We need less makeup in the summer. You might find that your skin is becoming clogged because obviously we're sweating a little bit more. We're applying all sorts of lotions and potions in the way of sunscreens. So maybe use a slightly lighter makeup. If you normally wear a heavy foundation, perhaps go for something like a light tinted foundation, which will give you the look that you want. And obviously if we get a little bit of colour to our faces, we tend to look that little bit better anyway. A pedicure. What about the poor old neglected feet? Certainly you can give yourselves a pedicure at home. You can exfoliate, you can actually do a scrub or whatever on your feet if you want to, and then make sure you take away any rough skin. Again, I actually treated myself, I think I showed you last year, to this. You can buy it in most of the supermarkets. Great for removing that rough skin from round about the feet. Once that is done, apply a really, really rich cream, if possible just before you go to bed, and go to bed wearing little cotton socks. I'm sure you'll look very fetching, but that will then help to keep the cream on your feet and the skin will absorb that. If you can do that once a week during the summer, you should find that your feet do improve considerably. Sunscreens. Now, this is where all these products come in. There are a myriad of products to choose from. Essentially, it's what you feel is best for you. We all have different skins. We all have different requirements. The minimum we should be going for is a 15. Now, we're talking about UVA and UVB protection. The UVA, if you remember, the A is for aging, UVB, B is for burning. And when you get a product, you need to check it really, really carefully to see what's on the back. If I can show you the back of this one, you can see there's a little chart there. I don't know if you can see that just here. That tells you what the UVA and UVB is for that product. You are looking for a 4 or even a 5-star if you can get it. Essentially, the number refers to the amount of time that you can actually stay in the sun. I would say, as I said, minimum 15, 30 is ideal, but particularly on your face and as you get a bit older, I would go for a 50 if you can possibly stand it. And you can get now a lot of sunscreens which have a little bit of a tint to them, which will make you feel a little bit better perhaps. Make sure you don't miss any areas when you're applying your sunscreen, and generally it should be about 15 minutes before you go out into the sun. Make sure that you get things like your lips. We all know that the nose can get burned, but things like your eyebrows and just under the eyebrow can burn. If you have your hair off your ears, just the tips of your ears can burn. And remember your feet. Many people don't actually rub their suntan lotion right down into their feet. How often do we reapply this? It is recommended for a normal sun cream, anything like these, it should be every 2 hours. Seems like a lot, but you want to maintain that cover, particularly if you're on holiday and you're in and out of water. But even in your own garden, we're sweating a lot, doing our gardening, going out for a walk. So make sure that you apply it every 2 hours. But you can go for an all day, so it's a 1 application per day. Now, I've recently, last year it was, I actually started this one, which is Ultra Sun. It is a 1 a day. You put it on clean skin, so no moisturizers even on your face, nothing like that. And then that's you for the entire day. So it makes things a lot easier, but you may not like that. It's entirely up to you. Just make sure that you are using them. And the last thing, of course, my very favorite, is keep yourself hydrated. Drink lots and lots of water. You need to drink at least about 7 glasses of water a day. If you're going to drink things like tea and coffee, and a lot of it, they are diuretics. You will need to drink even more water. So for every cup of tea or coffee you have an extra glass of water on top of your 7, and that should keep you hydrated. And just a final little tip. I was recently researching this, and I found out that if you're eating cooked tomatoes, the lycopene that is a result of the cooking, that will actually act as an antioxidant and will help to prevent against UVA and UVB damage. Worth a try? Hope you're having a good time, that you're all keeping fit and well. Hopefully we'll get through this fairly soon and we'll all be together. Take care now. Bye for now. Bye-bye.